So at this point, so we have some questions for discussion, and we'll just do them as a large group and facilitate that. So I guess the first question we wanted to talk about is linguistics, or are linguists a tool in your tool chest for language work? And then if so, what do they bring to the project? And if not, what could they contribute? And so I'm going to kind of open it up for discussion. If you want me to call on you, just let me know if you want to start out the discussion.
I can add to that. And my teaching experience in the languages, like you were saying, we follow the as far as the writing it and sentence structure and all that grammar form. It's very, sometimes it's confusing, not only confusing, but it's bash heads in that. And I find that when my students, I feel like I'm a failure as an instructor because they are not able to speak the languages the semester ends, or 2 semesters, 3 or 4 semesters, and what they do all they want to do is write and read it in learning. And so I feel as an oral language, we've lost that, the language part of it where we speak it. That's what we're losing. As far as the keeping it intact to the linguistic form, I believe that's good, because then at least we have someplace, the language put in a shelf someplace where we can retrieve it later and stuff like that, and maybe hopefully be able to use it as a resource to speak our language again. So that's what I feel about this. And I just want to know about linguistics, the terminologies, all those methods that they are using or that they champion, and that, how I can incorporate that into my language teaching.
If I can emphasize what both these gentlemen are saying from the tribal perspective and the college perspective, what you're saying is so true. The whole approach to revitalizing, I think is the latest buzzword in bringing our languages back alive, is that they believe that you need to not only hear it, but then that they learn a word and then they see how it was spelled in accordance with the Diggy-Ha language was sort of recorded by a guy from late 1870s, whatever, named James Owen Dorsey. So he developed this whole script, as it's referred to in our tribe, that is totally unintelligible. And so they believe, and we've had language teachers, and it's failing, because we have had in our community from preschool up through graduation of high school students, and we need at least 2 semesters of Omaha. We have yet to produce a fluent speaker. So you've got this 18 years, and then they have college, and we have not yet had a fluent speaker. I think that the failure of the college even felt that, we felt it was a success if the students who graduated could say this tiny little prescribed paragraph. And there was no deviation. There was no way in which to expand upon that. And so the surviving 17 fluent speakers who are just in despair, and they are feeling so frustrated with everybody, the high school, the college, and the community itself, that because of the loss of language, and I don't mean to disparage anybody here, but I'm going to rephrase what they said. 2 things. One is all of our kids are brown-skinned white people. They don't know how to think like an Umaha. And then the other thing is that they admonished us, the college, because we had a similar meeting, what do you want us to do? Because we have a new opportunity to take this in a direction that's meaningful for our community. And they said, teach them to speak it Our language isn't written. Forget Dorsey, forget about writing, forget, that's all they do is flashcards down to the high school. What's this, rabbit, what's this, turkey? I mean, but what is the context? I mean, this is basically what they told us. So I can agree. So we have right now an opportunity with the new language teacher. She's very fluent, she's one of the 17, and they chose her for the college. And so we had to meet certain HLC requirements and get her, excused and all this other stuff. And so she's the language teacher, and they call them professors, just to elevate them and give us a sense of recognition from the community, which I think is really nice. So she's a language professor right now, but she has no experience, no tools, no strategies, what's the buzzword? Another one, pedagogy, in terms of how do you produce speakers who speak the language. And then we can learn. I mean, so forget this paragraph, this paragraph that seemed to have been written in stone. In fact, the students would walk around and test each other, and it was written out, and they would memorize it. The awful thing about that, and I don't speak it, but I grew up in an Omaha speaking home, and I hate one more thing, because there's others that have to speak, is that they were using English pronunciation. So instead of saying Omaha, they would say Omaha. And instead of Wakanda, Wakanda. Instead of saying Hubei, which is our word for sacred day, Kubei. I think that was, and it was okay with the former instructor, and then I don't know what's happening at the high school, but everyone thought that was okay. And the elders who were fluent were like, oh, it's hardly recognizable, and we do know languages change, but at least what they want is that the language as it is spoken by them. And so this is their influence, and of course we're not going to disparage our elders or say, no, things have moved on. But rather to respect what they're saying, listening to what they're saying, and then attempting to implement it. So I'm really looking forward to all of you and your strategies, and I will say one more thing to the Linguistic Society. Please work, if we come back again, and I hope we do, open it up to the tribal language programs, because the Wajaje, the Osage, because we work with them as well, this college does. Theirs is a tribal language program. And so when I said, well, Bill, you guys need to come, send Uncle Mowgli up here, and they said, no.